guys, June 16th, 2020. Today I got a call from a customer. He says he's got an AC that's, he says the outside unit's just humming. It sounds to me like it's got a bad capacitor in there. If it's a hummer, probably a bad capacitor. Anyway, I think he's got 4 units there. And we'll go by there and see what's going on with it. See if we can get them going. Give it the old, how you doing, Mama? Give it the old, how you doing? Not that warm here today, probably 60 degrees, something like that. Try to get you some shots. Well, the motor's hot, red hot.
Yeah, I wonder why it's calling for cool for these temperatures.
Oh no. Alright, let's open it up and see. Motor's hot.
Wow.
Hot as hell. We'll see what's going on with it.
It's been like that since I talked to you the other day.
Been humming the whole time?
Well, I don't know. I can't understand why it'd be humming now. It shouldn't be calling for cool.
Heard of a couple of people that have gotten it, but I don't have it. I've been being careful.
Yeah, well that's a good thing.
But it's starting to really warm up now. I think it's gonna shrivel up because it's kind of like the flu, right? I mean,
I hope so.
I don't think that it's gonna be that big of a deal come summertime, but well, looks like we got a nest in here.
Ugh.
We got a nest for sure, but it's a capacitor that's bad. The capacitor's puffed. That's definitely a problem. So let's change the capacitor and see if it starts. We got it off there. So what do we got there? That's a 35.5. It might start once we put that new capacitor in there. Maybe.
You know, I can't figure it out.
That's what we did with the other one next door over there. We put a new capacitor and it started up.
Yeah,
why don't you go shut it off inside because it's calling right now. Go shut off the air conditioner.
Okay, I can't figure out if this is downstairs. I'm pretty sure it is, but I'm not 100%.
Well, one of them is calling for cooling.
Okay.
Why don't you shut one off at a time and I'll tell you which one it is.
All right, I'll do downstairs here.
Just shut it off at the thermostat. See, it's calling. He's going to go shut it off and we'll see which one. All right, that's it. That was the one. What's that, first floor?
Yeah.
Okay. Those other 2 on the other side are probably second floor. Yeah, the other one I got's a little smaller. Yeah, the other one I got's a little smaller. Unbelievable. We got the power off to it. Oh, it's something, huh?
Yeah, what is it? Is that nest a giant nest? Or it's not the problem?
Well, it's a nest. Yeah, definitely a nest, but is that the problem? I don't know. Let's do one thing at a time here.
Yeah.
Are you a believer in that? One thing at a time?
Yes.
I am. You can get a flipping screw in that bitch. the screw. That'll work. That'll work. So what do we got there? Orange is going to be the compressor. 2 orange ones will be the compressor. Alright, so that should be, there's one that's got 3 prongs, that's the compressor. And then we got the one that's the fan, that's the brown. I have to put a new connector on that. And the common is going to be these other 2. See how she's puffy? The common is going to put the 4 posts. So that's the red and the purple. Red and the purple. I need a new connector. I need a new connector for the brown. Alright, we got a new connector for the fan. The brown's the fan. Got a new connector there. You look on the top. The common has got 4 poles. The compressor's got 3, and the fan has 2. So the fan's going to be in the back with the 2. Alright. Alright, so the compressor's got 4, which is the common. I mean, the common has 4. The compressor has 3. And the fan has 2 poles. So the fan's the brown. Compressor is the orange. And then the common. Common for the fan. And common off the contactor. So that should do it. I'm going to knock this nest out. And then we'll fire it up and it should work. The only one they chewed was the yellow wire. Clean that up. Looks like they've chewed this yellow wire. It's the low voltage. Clean it up. And redo it. Ain't rocket science, well. Alright. I wonder how they're getting in. It's probably a summer residence. Probably a summer residence. Okay, that sounds like it's gonna run. Alright, let's turn it on. We'll have them turn it on and we'll check the charge. Hello? 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 think the guy's deaf. I think he's deaf. I think he's deaf. Turn it on. Can't stop a train. Mice were chewing on a few wires, but it was the capacitor that was bad. Completely out of Freon.
So did that damn part of the pipe?
No, you got a leak somewhere. I mean, son of a gun. I mean, you're completely out. That's not good. It ain't gonna run like that.
I seem to recall, do you like charge it with a colored agent so you could find the leak?
Son of a bitch. I mean, it's out completely. Wow. Nitrogen, let's see if we can find the leak. Might be inside.
I remember when they were trouble.
Might be inside on the evaporator. We'll go take a look inside. Don't hear nothing drastic. There's like a stain right there. Might be the Schrader cores are bad. Might be the Schrader cores that are bad. Give it a little bit more. Give it a little bit more dinosaur juice. There's that leak right there. I can feel it. There's our leak right there. He got lucky. See it? There's our problem right there. Got lucky. There's nitrogen in there. I gotta dump it out anyway. It's all dry nitrogen in there, but this is gonna come out. Alright. She's a leaker. That should be good now. That's better. I'll dump the nitrogen out of it and pull a vacuum. It'll be good.
It sounded like a lot of pressure.
Well, I had 200 pounds in there.
So
right?
It had leaked some, but not all.
Well, no, because it was down. It didn't have no pressure in it, and then I put nitrogen in it. So
Oh, I see.
that's all nitrogen.
Okay.
I just wanted to leave a little pressure in there so I could check the new Schrader core. We'll pull a vacuum on it. Give it a little dust job while we're here. We'll pull a vacuum on it and then we'll get some gas in it. That's what the problem was right there. Alright, so I got this. I got the vacuum on it. Over here. We'll break the vacuum right here with it. I'm gonna switch my other gauges over. I'm gonna dump some liquid in the thing's completely out, so we're gonna put some liquid in the liquid line. Alright, so I switched over about 100 pounds in there. I dumped a bunch of liquid in the liquid line. Compressor's not starting. Alright guys, we gotta disconnect this hard start. We'll put another hard start in there and see if it works. If it starts it. Nope. Compressor's not starting. Put another hard start in there, disconnected this one and it's not starting. This is a burnt wire somewhere maybe. Compressor's hot, it's off on thermal overload I bet you. So we'll get the hose and we'll cool it off and we'll try it again. It's probably just off on thermal overload. That's what I think. Alright, so we're going to run the hose on it for a while and cool it off. Probably off on thermal overload. I'm gonna ohm out black, red, and orange, these three. We'll see if it's ohms. I'll do black and red first. Okay, black and orange. And then red and orange. Oh, I think it's closed now. And orange and black. Alright, so it should be closed now. We could button it back up and try it again. It should work now. It was off on thermal overload. So let's get this back together. I did hook up the hard start kit back. Put this stuff back together, put the cover back on it, and see what happens. It should start now. And we could fill it with Freon, refrigerant, whatever you want to call it. We'll set the subcooling because there's a TXV on this thing, right? Kind of been a pain in the ass, but we'll get the top back on it and we'll try it again. Get the top back on it and try it again. Get the cover back on it. It should start now. It's a 22 unit. So we gotta go by subcooling. We're gonna have to put some more gas in it, but We'll give it some gas. I know I'm gonna have to put some in it. I did dump a bunch of liquid in a liquid line when I had it down, but we'll give it some Gundy. We're gonna get our subcooling up to about 9 or 10 on our subcooling because it's got a TXV. Now you can put 22 in as a liquid if you want to charge it faster. Just don't want to overshoot it and start frosting up the, because it's gotta go in with a liquid. It's gotta flash with the gas. So giving it some Gundy here. Gonna bring that subcooling up to about 8 or 9, I guess. Just giving it some dinosaur juice. Keep an eye on this, don't start turning white, then you know you got an issue. Well, not yet. I ain't charged yet. It's still coming up to par. Alright, so there's the final there. Filters are clean inside. Subcool on 8 or so. Come up a little bit more with it. And the filters are clean, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, she's back up and running.
Great. But yeah, the other day Sonia heard it humming and
Looks like 8 pounds. 8.5 pounds. That's what I told him, right around 8 pounds. Yeehaw! 8.5 pounds.